it's me. And it's a sunny day here in South Oxfordshire. So I hope everyone is keeping well. Just trying to catch up with where things are. Have I gone live, for example? Yes! Oh, love it when things work. Hello, Leslie. How are you? So, hope everyone is well. I have done a little bit of prep today. I have to say I had a complete change of plan on what I was going to make, but I think I'm there. Morning, Lorna. I'm glad to hear you're good, Leslie. So I will wait, obviously, for a few more people to hop on. Just to give you due warning that we've got some work being done in our garden. We've got something going a bit doolally. Morning, Janice from Canada. Gosh, it must be early. Wherever you are in Canada, that must be early. Woo! So yes, we've got some work going on in the garden. We have a sort of an open shed where we keep our bins, and the storm last week managed to damage it quite a lot, so we've got someone doing some work on it. So I'm just apologising in advance for the fact I may have someone knocking on the door, although I have put a please don't, because I'm filming, notice on the door, but you know, people don't always read. Morning B, morning Linda from Melbourne. Wow, all over the place. 6 a.m, Janice. Oh, not too bad. I was awake at 5:30, so that's okay. Good morning from Kansas. 5 a.m. with you, and the coffee is ready. Good. I've had my 2 cups of coffee for the morning. Morning from Indiana. Hello, Carol. Gosh, we've got people from all over today. I wonder if we're going to get any other Europeans. Morning, Margaret. Thank you gifts went out yesterday morning, so hopefully you will receive them either today or tomorrow. Morning, Ruth from a very damp Lancashire. Oh dear. You're looking for plans for an ark. Oops. Morning from a soggy Swansea. Okay, so obviously South Oxfordshire is not necessarily the same as everywhere else in the UK at the moment. Margaret, there's a whole load of stuff coming to you, just so you know. Big parcel. So quickly, while I remember, today is the very last day. Morning, Priscilla. Today is the very last day for signing up for my second Christmas card blitz, or Christmas Blitz. Yes, Christmas Blitz, part 2, which is cards using the gingerbread and peppermint suite. 16 cards. Morning, Claire. 16 cards, 2 of each. All the details are over on my website. So if you have a look at that, you will see all the details. But tonight is the deadline. I want to put the order in ideally before midnight European time, so that I can, because it's going to be expedited. So hopefully it will then arrive this week and I can get it all cut and out early next week, because that's the joy with the Blitz, is that it's a quick turnaround. So yes. So blue skies in Essex. Well, fingers crossed, Margaret. It's quite a large box, but it's got your sunflower awards and all that good stuff in there as well. So let's get started. Morning, Helen from Michigan. I'm going to flip the camera down and sort of get started. So my inspiration for today, and I use the word inspiration in its loosest sense because I have changed my mind along the way, is there is a challenge group called the Global Design Project, and they do a new challenge every week, and this week is a colour challenge, and I thought I might as well take that as inspiration. Hello, Brenton. Good evening. So the the colour challenge, sorry, my brain went there for a moment. The colour challenge is to use Blushing Bride, Misty Moonlight and Mint Macaron, which is actually quite a nice combo. So that's what I'm going to do. I have done a little bit of prep because I wanted to get some heat embossing done and some dry embossing done. So I've got one card that's kind of halfway there, and then the second card will be me just winging it. Just saying. So I'm using the Whimsical trees with the really originally called, I feel, Christmas tree dies. I don't... Whimsical? Yes, get my head around that, but Christmas trees. Really? Can we not have anything a little more original than that? Apparently not. But so I'm using the Whimsical trees. I have so far stamped and heat embossed 1, 2, 3. And I will die cut those now and show you what I've done so that we can get started building the card. Hello, Diane from Lake Isabella. Gosh, all the way over in California. It must be really early with you. I mean, really, really early with you. That's just mind-bogglingly early. So I've got my mini cut and emboss, which I love, as you probably know. I'm just going to get my snips and chop some of these out. So I have not die cut, I have stamped on Blushing Bride the small, what I think of as a frilly tree. Hello, Barbara from Epstein, obviously. I'm hoping, Barbara, that your on-stage gift, which I sent by Royal Mail, may arrive before on stage. Hopefully. I know the ones for the UK have started to arrive, so I'm hoping that yours will arrive. It's supposed to arrive in 3 to 5 days, and I sent it last week. So, fingers crossed. And hopefully, it will arrive without any other issues. Anyway, so, Blushing Bride, silver embossing powder, which I have already melted. And I'm just going to run that through. Not arrived yet. Well, it's not until Thursday, and hopefully it will arrive before on stage ends. I think it should now at least be in Germany. So it may be down to the German post office now, but fingers crossed, it is on its way to you. It's not vital that it arrives before on stage, but it might. It's just, would be nice. So, Mint Macaron, and again, I've got the little zigzaggy tree. But yes, we're all, well, I say we're all, it's that time of the year when demonstrators start getting all excited about new catalogues and what's been happening annually in Stampin' Up and stuff. And it's at home again, because obviously with the pandemic, some countries aren't doing gatherings. I know, Brenton, I think in Australia you've got different regions doing different things, which I think is, if I have picked it up right, is to do with how many people have been vaccinated in a given state. Am I right? Or am I completely making that up? The latter is probably true. This is the large zigzag tree. But I think it's to do with how many people have been vaccinated. Oh, and on the subject of which, so on Thursday morning, I am having my flu jab, which is normally uneventful, but I'm only mentioning so that for Thursday afternoon, if I'm a little frail, you might understand, because obviously I will be trying to do a live Thursday afternoon. You're not sure about that? Okay. That's what I'd heard, but I could be wrong, that it was to do with... Maybe that was to do with if you were allowed to travel outside Australia. I may have got my wires crossed. Anywho. So, that's the die cutting, certainly for the moment, done. So let me pop that out of the way. But yes, so I'm having my flu jab. In days gone by, I used to react because I have a mild allergy to egg album, which is the white of egg. And historically, flu vaccines and other vaccines were put into album. I don't know why, but that was the substance that they were put into. And I would get quite a bad reaction because it was suddenly, rather than me just eating a small amount, I was suddenly having it injected into my system. Last year I had no reaction at all, so I'm hoping that this year will be the same. Anywho, so I have already embossed on a piece of Misty Moonlight the Evergreen Forest 3D embossing folder, which is this one. Which at one point in Europe was certainly limited, possibly on back order, but I think it's back in now. So I've done this, as I say, on Misty Moonlight. I did spritz my card first, so I got a really nice deep emboss. Probably easier to see it from the other side. Let me see if I can get that so that you can, there we go, really see it. So that's really nice and deep. And I think you can see that this is a deeper emboss than this. And then if I turn it over, the deep emboss is therefore proud of the background. So let's go back so I can see what you're seeing. You've still got some restrictions on gathering, all based on vaccine rates. Okay, so I'm not making it up. I mean, I do often make things up, but who knows? I have to say, in the UK, the infection rate is dropping a little. Hurrah, hurrah. I think it's because the schools were on holiday and it may now start going back up, but also because a lot of people have had their booster. So I've done that. I have got a piece of Whisper White that I'm going to pop this onto so that I've got white around the edge. And then I've got a mint macaron card base to pop it all on. And if I could find my, there it is, my, oh, it's not, but it will do. Oh, there it is. I was looking for my other bone folder, and here it is. Ooh, I'll have to try next time I use my... It makes a huge difference if you just very lightly, you don't, I mean, just with one of our spritzers, just lightly spray both sides. It gives it a much deeper emboss, and it's less likely to crack. Some of the colours do crack. So, yeah, it's really worth giving it a go. I did have to say, I sort of overspritzed, so I had to dry it quickly with my heat gun. So it's a little bit wobbly, but we'll sort that out. Anywho, so what I'm thinking is I'm going to do that and that square, and then I'm going to have this in the background. Actually, I'm going to come up a bit. This in the background, and then layer these over the top. But I'm also going to have a piece of Blushing Bride frayed ribbon, and I need a sentiment. I'm going to pop the sentiment, actually I'm going to pop the sentiment up here. I'm wondering if I could heat emboss that. I'm never great at heat embossing after I've done stuff, only because it could ruin the whole thing. I'm going to be rash. I'm going to heat emboss it straight onto the background. Wish me luck. So I'm going to do the Let Your Heart Be Light, because it's small but beautifully formed, so that will fit nicely up there. So I need my anti-static. I know I say this most times, but if you haven't got an embossing buddy, they are available not through Stampin' Up, unfortunately. But you can get them, or you can use a used, emphasised 3 times underlined tumble dryer sheet. Don't use a new one because it'll have too much oil on it and it will do exactly the opposite to what you want it to do. Priscilla, it's from the Global Design Project. They do a weekly challenge, and this week is a colour combo of Blushing Bride, Misty Moonlight and Mint Macaron. It goes live every Monday, and you can then enter a design. I don't know if I'm going to enter the designs, but I thought I would just use it as a jumping off point. But it is a really nice combo. When I saw it written down, I thought, really? not sure. But as soon as I got it all out, it was like, of course it works. Why wouldn't it work? So that's where I got it from. Right, I've slightly over-inked my stamp, so let's get rid of the stray bits that I don't want. What I've done is I've inked it so that the edges have caught. So I've just taken away the extra bit. You got your embossing buddy off Amazon? Yep, they are readily available. I have to say, as soon as I realised they were going from the catalogue, I started sandboxing to bring them back, but B, I did lay in a stock. But I'm still on the first one that I've ever had. That's not a Stampin' Up one, but I've had that for probably 15 years. I'm just getting to the point where I probably need to get a new one. Just going to heat up my gun and get my trusty cheese board in place, as you see. God, I love a bit of heat embossing. Oh, makes me happy. Right, okay, so now we can start putting everything together. Now, the first thing I'm obviously going to need to do is flatten this. So at the top, I'm going to use Seal Plus because it's strong. Good morning, Karen from New Hampshire. So I'm going to use Seal Plus to help get this flat. Now, all I would say about Seal Plus is it's very tough. And if you go right to the edge of your card, you could delaminate your card. So do be a little careful about that, because we don't want to delaminate the card. By delaminate, I mean rip it to pieces. It doesn't always happen, but sometimes it does, so I just warn you. Then for the rest of it, because it's embossed, I'm going to add quite a lot of green glue. So, and the reason I'm adding quite a lot is A, because I've heat embossed, or I heated it to dry it out before I came live, but also because with the embossing, you want to make sure that your glue actually hits something that's going to stick to the two pieces together, because if you put your glue in the dent, it's not going to hit here. So I do just like to go a little bit mad with my glue. I'm actually going to stick it from the bottom up because this is Seal Plus. Once it's there, it's not moving. So, oh, and on the subject of glue, I am about, for those of you in the UK, I am about to place an order for glue, and I will be doing a glue sale, which I will launch next week. We're allowed to just sell that straight from here. Morning, Barbara. And by straight from here, I mean you don't have to. We can cash and carry it, so you can order it straight from me. So I'm going to be doing a glue sale, and I will have the details of that on my blog on Monday. So watch out for that if you need to stock up on your glue. I'm hoping it's going to be a popular way of doing it. Right, so I'm going to stick my ribbon on first before I stick anything else down, and I am going to use, surprise, surprise, because I always do, Seal Plus for my ribbon, because I like Seal Plus for ribbon, and I'm going to put quite a bit on because I can then use the Seal Plus for sticking it down anyway. Let's not use the silicone sheet that says no glue, because this has glue. So what I'm going to do, let's get rid of that. So I can see through my craft sheet, my silicone craft mat. I can see the lines, so I can line my project up so it's square. Then I can decide where I want my ribbon to go, which is going to be quite low. That will be a delivery, which I'm hoping he can do without me being there. I probably need to just go. Hold on. Hello.
Oh, madam, yeah, I've got a special delivery for
Oh, lovely. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry about that. It was the post office with a special delivery of stamps, because I suddenly realised I'm running out of stamps. You can't run out of stamps just before Christmas. And I've got lots of stuff to send out. Anywho, so I've got this stuck down and that's fine. So now I'm going to add more adhesive, and I'm going to use green glue again. And I'm also going to add some adhesive over the top of the ribbon so that the ribbon is well glued. And by adhesive, I'm going to use Seal Plus again over the ribbon so that it is definitely trapped between two layers of adhesive. Doesn't always like going over ribbon. It depends on the ribbon. And sometimes you just have to make it. There we go. Got adhesive on me now. Right, okay, so this I'm going to pop onto here. Like that. Get rid of that because we don't need it anymore. But yes, we can order stamps off the internet. And it's just an easy way for me to make sure I've got stamps all the time of all combinations. So yeah, I put in an order every now and again and they send them to me free because I buy so many. Right, so that's that done. Now all I have to do is add my extra trees, and I think I will go over the ribbon a bit. Just in a little row like that, I think. And I am going to have them all on dimensionals, but on the same layer, on the same level. Crack of sparrow. You are all quiet again. Very quiet, but that's fine. Oh, and do remember that if you're enjoying what you're seeing, do give it a thumbs up and share. Sharing is caring. There's a post that goes around quite regularly on, specifically on Instagram, how to support your friends. It's aimed at friends who run their own business. To wit, the answer is like their posts, share their posts, like their videos, follow them, all those good things. So if you're enjoying what you're seeing, please do all of those things. Thank you, Lorna. So yeah. Right, so this is going to be the easiest one to stick down because it's the one at the back. The others I'm going to have to watch where I put the dimensionals. Oh, I've got lots of WhatsApp things coming through, which I will ignore. Just suddenly see out the corner of my eye there's a WhatsApp message zapping at me. New jumper. No, it's not a new jumper. It's a jumper I've had for a while, but sorry, designing cards. You're allowed to design cards, Leslie. It's perfectly fine. Leslie's doing amazingly well. Leslie has only recently joined my team, and she recruited almost instantly, and her recruit has now recruited, which is just jaw-dropping and brilliant at the same time. So no, it's not a new jumper. I've actually had it a couple of years, but I don't wear it that often. It's a funny design because it's got a slit neckline, so I have to wear something, I feel like I have to wear something underneath it, because if it's cold enough to wear a jumper, I need something underneath my, well, something around my neck. Might go down a little bit. There we go. But it is nice. I do like it. It's got nice sort of stitching. But yeah. But thank you. It's one I don't wear that often. For the aforementioned reasons. Hello, Kathy from Texas. So there's our third tree. Now I'm thinking rhinestones, as in just ordinary basic rhinestones, which I think we quite often forget we have. But I think they will be quite pretty on here. So that's what I'm going to do. There is something definitely kicking off on WhatsApp. I keep getting little messages that WhatsApp messages are coming through, but that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I might do 5, I might do clusters. I want to get this more involved with what's going on down here. So I've only got small rhinestones on this sheet, but that's fine. So I think I might do clusters. So I'm going to go 1, 2. So that's up there. Then I'm going to come down. I might come down this side actually, and then come over here. So now the trick is going to be to find a bit of the embossed piece that is flat enough that it will take a couple of rhinestones. That works. Oh, because you call them sweaters or pullovers. Of course you do. Yeah, whereas we call them jumpers. Don't know why, but anyway. No, I'm going to stick to this layer here. So last one down at the bottom. So we've got this triangle which helps bring everything together, apparently. Now I will stamp on the inside because I'm trying to do that more frequently. So now we had a discussion last week about why I stamp in the bottom left hand corner, and I will repeat for anyone who missed that. A lot of people would be tempted to do the bottom right. It's just because that's the way I photograph my cards. If I photograph them standing up, I photograph them that way with the camera going from there so I can see the inside left. I don't like photographing that way because generally because I read from left to right, I will have more stuff on the left front than the right front. So I want to be able to focus on that, and then I can see through to what I'm doing on the inside. Now, of course, you can do something that goes right the way across, but I'm not going to, because why would I? So I'm actually going to go Blushing Bride. Blushing Bride is not a colour I use that often. There's something about it that I don't dislike it. It's just a bit dirty. It's not a pink, it's a mucky pink. I'm just going to grab a scrap of paper. I'll take a piece off the bottom of there because I want to come off the edge, and I've only just put my new piece of grid paper down. The grid paper for on stage. Is it just me or is it divine? I'm actually going to go half off. I'm loving the grid paper for on stage. Don't think I'll ever be able to use it, mind you, because it is just so pretty. But so I've just got a little bit of Christmas tree down in the bottom corner, but it's just a bit of something. So thank you, Brenton. So this is going to pop onto the inside. So yes, I was just thinking about on stage. So Thursday is awards and recognition. So that will be exciting to watch. Yeah, they do need a new pink. They need I mean, I like polished pink. I quite like Magenta Madness. But Blushing Bright, we need a light, bright pink. If you see what I mean, that's a pink, not this is a brown pink. Petal pink is an orange pink. We need a pink. That's just me. Right, so let's clean these off. So that is our first card done. I'll pick it up in a moment so you can have a proper look. My second card is going to be quite quick, and it is one that I have used the design or a similar design before, but why not use it again? Can't wait. I know. Oh, thank you, Margaret. Anyway, so yes, there we go. I am quite excited about recognition. Last year I think I was number 8 in the UK. I was at number 8 for something in the UK. I don't think I was number 8 overall. I was an 8 for something. The year before I was 16 overall. I think I was 12 last year. Anyway, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Thank you, Margaret. Thank you, Priscilla. It kind of works. I wasn't sure about doing the Misty Moonlight on Misty Moonlight, but I think with the embossing it just lifts it a bit, and it lifts the background a bit, which otherwise could be a bit dark. Anyway, that's that one. So my next one is going to be using my favourites. I love these. They're very similar to a number of other companies who have them. But that's fine. It's obviously a trend. Nothing quite like being on a trend. And what I'm going to do is die cut quite a few, which I should probably have done before we started, so that you didn't have to watch me die cutting. But hey, planning me never. As I say, I had originally planned something completely different. Using the same set and obviously using the same colours, but it was going to be a lot different, and I tried it and it just did not work. Not in the time that I allowed myself anyway. Of course, what I could have done is do 2 die cuts at once, but hey, you know. Anyway, there's that one. And I'm tempted to actually only do 3 trees. So I think I might do 1 short and 2 long. So I'll do a long in Mint and a short in Blushing Bride. As I say, this is going to be a variation on a theme that I have done before, assuming I can find the other dies that I need quickly. I don't know why I'm closing that up, because if I need to do more die cutting, I'm kind of going to need my die cutter. But hey, there we go. There we go. So that's those done. What I want are seasonal labels. Which are the next one on my pile. I've already started designing my tag class, and it's a lot of die cutting. Let's just leave it at that, I think. No, I think I can use... Yeah, that'll work. That will work. Right, okay. So I need to do some die cutting, and then I need to do some embossing. I want... Ooh. I think... I'm pink, therefore I'm spam. Yep, that will work. That will fit nicely. This one I have not designed. In case you haven't noticed, this one it's as I say, a variation on a theme, but I haven't actually designed the original yet. Or the variation, I should say. I've designed the original, obviously. Ooh, I had to take a COVID test this morning. I've got a sore throat. It's not COVID. Just thought I'd mention that. I've not been getting a cold for about 2 weeks, and I think it's that. Right, I need a piece of vellum. There are some really nasty colds going around, and I haven't caught one. But equally, I have got something lurking, and I think it's just that thing that's lurking. Where did I put the die? There it is. So I only want a little bit of the vellum. You're being very quiet again. I know I'm not showing you very much me die cutting. Whoa, that's exciting. Right, so that's that. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. I am thinking that and that. So I need, are they 3D? Yes, they are. So I need that plate. Right, so I'm going to do my mint macaron mat, well, piece, with the pine bough from the Wintry 3D embossing folders. And then I'm going to do the vellum with the snowflakes. Oh, we've got our team meeting tomorrow night, so that'll be exciting. And then next month we have our team awards night. Thursday will, exciting for you, fingers crossed, although I don't think you need. Oh, bless you, Bee. So let's see, let's go there. I like to choose my bit of, pattern. But yes, I am excited. I just like to see progress. Right, okay, so don't need those, don't need that. Let's pop those back. Right, we can put our card together. I'm going to use a white base. I'm going to use, so that's going to go on there. I'm going to introduce one of our snowflakes. I am going to put a mat. I think I'm going to go Misty Moonlight again. Oh, I know what I haven't used for a lot, well, almost at all, actually. Right, so this is, I'm going to pop between the layers. Actually, I'm going to cut it, I think, and pop it between the layers. And I need a piece of Misty Moonlight. One piece of Misty Moonlight. It might even be the right size. You never know. These things sometimes happen. Or not. Oh, that's going to be annoying. Right, I'm going to do that on my guillotine only because I find with a very narrow cut, the guillotine works better. And no, this isn't available for customers, I'm sorry. It was a joining offer, I want to say 18 months ago. But it's never come out as a thing, as a product, which I think is a mistake. I think it's lovely, and it's great for travelling with. So that's going to go there, that's going to go there, that's going to go over the top, but as I say, I'm going to split that. I think I'm going to split the snowflake. I might, oh actually, I wonder. No, I'm going to leave off the snowflake, don't like it. I mean, I like it, just not for this. So that's going to go there. This is going to go here. Then I'm going to have my trees. And I think I'm going to add... No, not going to. Not happening. It's not happening. I do like that ribbon, but I don't find I use it very much. You want one? Oh, I did manage to get, we were allowed to buy them off the supply rack for a while, but I don't think they're still available. But yeah, they are great. Mommy. I did get a couple or so. But yeah. Sorry. It might be worth checking that they're not still available on the South Pacific supply rack. I think it's unlikely because they were very popular. But yeah, they are nice. So that's that, that's that. Right, so I'm going to have to hide my adhesive, which means that I'm going to build first. So I'm going to have these. Oops. Can't decide if I want that to be in that colour or whether I want it to be in mint macaron. No, it's all right. It's all right. Right, so... Oh, they're not. Sorry. Worth a try. Worth a try. So I'm going to be sticking down the bottoms of these trees, but I'm going to stick them to the vellum. Because there is no way I'm cutting a piece of dimensional that narrow. Not in this lifetime anyway. So this one goes down first. You did win one from me, Lorna. And you use it all the time. I'm happy to hear that. We had it was one, I think it was our first or second team retreat, and it was one of the raffle prizes. Actually, now I'm going to come down a bit with that, so that's going to go there. That one can go there. I am actually lining these up with lines on the grid paper, just in case you were wondering. And then I'm just going to curl back my vellum so that I can add the smallest touch of liquid adhesive to the very bottom of these. Ooh, while I remember. So yesterday evening I posted a blog post which was the thank you cards that I've sent out to my October customers. Just going to pop that there. But I've also entered it into Kylie Bertucci's blog highlights, which is the one where you get to vote. So if you would like to vote for my card, we'll go and have a look at it first and decide if you want to vote for my card. If when you've looked at my card you like it, I will be thrilled if you would vote for me. I'm number 29 on Kylie's post, and as I say, it's the thank you card that I've sent out to my October customers. Quite a lot of adhesive again because it's embossed, and it's using a new, not yet released, won't be released to customers until the 4th of January, stamp set. Thank you, Judith. Oh, I didn't know you were there. Hello, Judith. But thank you. So yes, you can vote for up to 5 projects. So why not? But if one of those could be me, I would be very grateful. So that's then going to pop there. And I can hide my adhesive behind the trees. I will use liquid adhesive, I think. I need a new glue, just as well I've ordered a whole lot more. So I've got lots of things planned for the end of November, beginning of December, and actually through into January, just to keep everybody interested. So I will be doing Christmas cards for all my customers from this year, and there may be a little something in there that might tempt them. I will also be doing gift certificates. I will be doing mystery boxes again. All sorts of things coming up, so keep your eyes peeled. Lots happening. Don't think that just because it's back end of November, beginning of December, that I'm not working, because I am. Right, this time I'm going to go pearls because it's a much softer look. So again, basic pearls. Let's not forget the very basic things that we have. I think we do sometimes. These are not expensive, so I like to use them every now and again, just to remind everyone that we have them. Actually, no, I want that higher up before I press it down. Just there. Oh, I've got goo at the end of my piercing tool. So that one's done. Then I think I might actually come out. So I think I will come out. Oh, I can tuck in under there, so I'll come underneath my vellum-ish, and then I'm going to come right down to the bottom of my macaron tree. And that I'm going to call done. It's simple. Ooh, except... No, I've got one more thing I want to do. And it does involve heat embossing, and it involves fussy cutting. The basics are just brilliant. As I say, I think we forget that we've got them in all of the excitement of new and glitzy. We forget that we have some really, really nice basic supplies. I'm going to try very hard to stamp and fussy cut the Let Your Heart Be Light again. I can't remember how much the rhinestones are in the UK, but not much. And as I say, I think we forget that we've got them. Oh, and I'm ordering some more embossing powder. I want my... This one's not too bad, but some of my embossing powder tubs are getting very empty. So I thought I'd just treat myself to all of them. And of course they now come in sets, which makes it so easy. Only one number. Well, two, because there's the metallics and the basics. That is not straight, just saying, but it's fine because I'm going to be fussy cutting it. The champagne ones are divine. Love those, Lorna. Absolutely love them. Right. I might actually add a couple more pearls once I've added this to the card. It just looks a bit bare. So, right, fussy cutting lesson again. You know me. So, move the card, not the scissors. Yeah, the champagne ones are just... Oh. The champagne ones take on so many different colours, depending on what you stick them to. They're very, very, very clever that way. I might even camera just about. Let's get that out of the way, then it'll be easier for you to see. Now, if you struggle with fussy cutting and you want to fussy cut, you don't have to fussy cut. Not everybody likes it. What I would suggest is start with a larger sentiment. Get yourself a soft pencil and draw a line where you want to cut. Oh, and the holiday rhinestones, those are gorgeous. Yeah, Karen, champagne rhinestones. I keep forgetting about the holiday rhinestones, Brenton. So yeah, just draw a line round your image that you want to fussy cut and follow the line, and then with if you've got a soft pencil and a good eraser, you can just rub out the line afterwards, but it gets you into the habit of where you need to cut. I mean, if you feel confident, just give it a go. Don't even bother with the pencil line. I know I didn't bother with a pencil line when I first started. So this is quite a small one. I definitely wouldn't start with this. The Noel on the, is it Holly Jolly stamp set? It's the one with the robin on anyway. That's a really nice one to fussy cut. Because it's big enough and it's got lots of straight lines. I did it on a card that I shared recently, and I did the N and the OL as two separate cuts. So yeah. It was on I did a vintage robin that was on crumb cake, coloured with alcohol markers, which I had to say I was very pleased with how it turned out. But it had that sort of Victorian Edwardian feel to it, because it was on crumb cake. There we go. So one piece of fussy cut, and then I'm just going to pop that. That's better. That makes me happy. It doesn't take much to make me happy, obviously. Right, so I'm probably going to use little edge pieces because these are small. Well, this is small. I've already cut some of these, so you don't actually need that much support. You just need it in a kind of couple of strategic places, unless you are Bruno Bertucci, of course, in which case you need to smother every last inch of it with dimensional. But I'm quite happy just to use a small amount. I think Bruno has got shares in the factory that makes dimensionals. Go, and I'm just going to add a couple more pearls, and then I will be happy. Did I put them? Didn't put them away. Let's not try and find them in a box where they aren't. Right. Now I'm going to treat this as a separate area. I'm doing 3. Did you only join up last year, Brenton? Wow. Or find Stampin' Up last year. Wow, gosh, you're doing so well. Well done, you. Oop. Now this next one I'm going to put slightly detached, but not hugely, but just slightly. So that is my second card, which didn't turn out anything like anything I'd planned, really. So there we are. Those are our 2. Joined in January this year. Wow. Is all I can say. Wow. Right, so my 2 cards. I hope you enjoyed them. If you did, please give them a thumbs up. Do remember to share. I will take photos of these and post them on my website as quickly as I possibly can, hopefully this afternoon, and then I will link the post to this video. Thank you, Brenton. I love the colour combo. Can't decide. I might have to enter both of them into the Global Design Project. Possibly. Don't know. They have got an example that's very similar to this, which is why I would hesitate, but I might do both. Anyway, Always worth looking at, thank you, Margaret, always worth looking at challenge groups if you want ideas for what to make. Thank you, Barbara. But yeah, so these are my 2 cards. And I am really quite pleased with how they turned out. Not sure that they're totally straight, but anyway. Do both. Okay, I'll do both then, Brenton. I'm going to flip the camera up so that, thank you, Helen, so that I can see you, or rather you can see me a bit, I suppose. I know I say it often. My mother always said to say goodbye properly, which means being full face rather than a tiny little bit in the top right hand corner. Oh, and do remember, because I've got them coloured anyway, oh, this certainly, these colour really well. So if you need a different colour, both of them colour really well. I'm showing you something and you're not seeing it because I flipped the camera up. Right, let me show you what I mean. So this is Magenta Madness. But just saying, you want a Magenta Madness rhinestone? Get the blends and you've got a Magenta Madness rhinestone. Can't see it terribly well there, but let's see if, let me pop a piece of, I'm putting a piece of white on. There are moments I really worry about myself. Anyway, they do colour nicely. So if you haven't got coloured rhinestones and you want coloured rhinestones, do remember that you can colour them. Hello, Shani. Didn't see you there. Thank you. Thank you, Priscilla. I will do that. I will. Anyway, thank you very much indeed. I must let you go. And I will hopefully see some of you on Thursday, and hopefully I won't be suffering from my flu jab too badly. I will hopefully see some of you on Thursday, 3 o'clock UK time. That's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I love you a lot, but I'm not getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning. So, did monochrome Christmas whimsy? What a lovely idea. Lovely idea, Brenton. Yeah. I post some things in advance. Anyway, I did one a while ago. Thank you very much indeed. Must let you go. Have a fantastic day, and I hope to see some of you on Thursday. Keep well, keep safe. If you are going to On Stage and I don't see you before Thursday, have a fantastic time. And I will see you all again very soon. Bye. Wrong hand. Bye-bye.